Hi everyone. So today we're going to be continuing on with the next steps of our wallet. These videos are going to be cut up quite a bit just because YouTube is being a little silly and I ended up having to refilm. So one thing after completing the first wallet, I found that these two pieces of felt here, the left pocket and the pocket A felt, were not necessary. It actually made the wallet a little too bulky. So I apologize, but we are going to toss these away. We are not going to use them. So we're just going to fling them to the side. We don't want them. Today we are going to be working with pocket A square. You find the Potter pieces. So pocket A square on the fold. We're going to be working with pocket B square. Now I have cut mine out of different fabric just so you can see what I'm doing. I found that in my other video with the red on top of the red, it was kind of hard to see. So again, refilming. All right, so we're going to let me get rid of these pattern pieces here. Our first step is to take pattern pocket B and we are going to fold it in half with right sides out. What you want to see at the end is facing out. And I just took my fingers and kind of gave it a good crease so that it holds its shape. Now, an optional step for you could be if you would like to add some decorative stitching that you will see on the edge. You will see here with the large pocket, the large flap, if you can see it, I've done just a decorative running stitch. Nothing fancy. You could do a fancy stitch. You could use embroidery floss if you have some at home. But I just have my needle and thread prepped, double layer with my knot in the end. I'm not in focus. Knot in the end. And I'm just going to take my work and I'm just running a stitch along the top edge, or the folded edge, I should say. 1/4 inch stitches. And again, this is completely optional. This is up to you if you would like to do this. It's a nice little decorative touch. It also can help you if you're having trouble keeping your pieces kind of together. This could help you keep the stitches in place. So I'm just working all the way down that pocket. Until I get to the end, and I'll make sure that my work doesn't have any wrinkles in it. It's nice and smooth. And then I'm going to knot off my piece by going into the fabric. And then I'm going to take a small clip of the fabric where that loop is formed. I then put my needle through the loop and pull one more time. Go through the fabric or the stitch. That loop is formed from where you started to where you're ending. I place my needle through that loop and pull tight. And again, I'm going to leave a little bit of a tail. Okay. All right, so that's pocket B that we have folded in half and did our decorative stitch. You are then going to take pocket A and have it open with the right side facing up. And you're going to place pocket B on the bottom edge across like so. Then you're going to fold pocket A on top of pocket B, meeting the bottom two edges, and then crease across the top. So now you have your pocket B is sandwiched between the two layers of your pocket A, right? So you see like that. And we have wrong sides facing out. Now you can throw a pin in this if you have pins, or you could use those clothespins that I gave you, or you could just hold it tightly. Now I have to prep another, where's the end of my yarn or thread? Prep another needle and thread. Okay, and I'm doubling it up just like I have for all the other pieces and putting my knot in one last time. Pinch, 2 loops around, roll it off my finger, pull down. So you get a nice knot. All right, so I'm going to, my folded edge is facing up. This is my folded edge. I'm going to be stitching the left side. And again, if you would like, you can draw your lines at 1/4 of an inch with your ruler, just like we did with the other steps. If you want to connect to that line, whoop, wrong side. If you want to connect that line, you can do so. And you're going to stitch across this the same way we did the other ones. So I'm just going in, I'm going through all 4 layers. When I get to the other side, please remember too that I am left-handed, so you might have to do this I got a little knot in my thread there. There we go. So you might be doing this you probably will be doing this the opposite way of me, since you will hold your needle and thread in your right hand. Okay, so I got to the end, I then flip my work and I work back into those spaces. So same exact way we did the other section. I'm just working my way back so that I have a solid line of thread. It's a little thick where you're going through all 4 layers, so take your time. Okay, there's my stitching. Whoops, sorry if I'm out of range. I'm trying to move fast so that I can get in as much as I can for you guys. And I just pass through the stitch. My loop is here. Pass my needle through the loop that was made and pull. And you're going to do that twice. Through the needle and pull. And clip your thread. Then you're going to take your pocket and you're going to pull it out. It will look like this initially when you pull it out. And then you're just going to bring pocket B back over top. You want to poke out your corner of pocket A. See how it's kind of dented in? I'm just going to take a pen or a pencil and just kind of poke out that corner. Oops, sorry. You can sometimes poke it with your finger as well. Okay, and poke it out so it looks something like this. And you're going to line up all your bottom edges. Give it a good finger crease. Finger press actually is the word. And then we're going to line up your pockets like so. Now at this point, I'm going to pop a pin in this to hold it steady. You could do your decorative stitch again along this top edge if you would like. All right, mine's a little bubbly. There we go. And we're going to put this to the side. Then you're going to take that flat pocket that the curved pocket that we already sewed, and we're going to open it back up again. So your curve is facing on the right side. You're going to open it back up, and you're going to match up that top edge. So right sides together, that curve is now on my left. I'm going to be sewing across the top of this edge here. I need to prep another needle and thread. And you're going to sew across using your 1/4" seam. If you'd like to draw your line, you can, to help you stay straight. Mm-hmm. I'm just working away the same exact way we've done all the other pieces. And then once we get to the end, flip our work and work our way back. Oh, darn it. Got a little ambitious with my how many I put on the needle. Make sure if you're doing multiple stitches like I am at one time, make sure that you are pulling everything straight so that way you don't get puckers or gathers in your work. So like if you do that and see how it's all gathering, and then you're going to want to make sure you straighten it back out as you go. Okay. And then when you get to the end, go through and then needle through the loop, pull, and again, one more time, needle through the loop and pull, and trim your threads. For this one, we are going to kind of cut the corner on a diagonal, cut that corner off, and flip this pocket right side out, pushing that corner out. Okay, and finger press. Now, if you'd like, you may decoratively stitch around this curved edge. Again, that is all optional. So you're going to have the left pocket top sewn, curve sewn, and you're going to have your right pockets A and B, sewn together here and folded over here. All right, that's the next step.